Hi, my name is Daphne Robles, and I'm going to be talking about the impact climate change has on the business industry. What's climate change and why is it bad? Climate change is a global climate pattern allocated largely to the increased levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide produced by the use of fossil fuels. You may be asking yourself, why would climate change be such a big topic in a business world? I'm an accounting major. Accountants analyze explain data, and they also help business leaders make smart financial choices. I honestly did not know how to relate an accountant's work with climate change, and that is why throughout the semester I had the opportunity on finding those connections. I focused on every business in general and how accountants and any business professionals are dealing with this issue. Many of you are aware of the concepts of climate change, one of them being a threat to your lifestyles and the future of our planet. It is one of the biggest issues worldwide. At first, you may conclude climate change just affects natural aspects of the world, but by looking deeper into the issue, you can realize it's more than that. There are about 39 million businesses in the United States. Imagine how much more there is in the entire world. In a news article, The State of the Planet by the Columbia University, Ronnie Cho talks about how climate change is damaging all of these millions of factories, supply chain operations, and other infrastructure, and disrupting transport. That technology systems these businesses are working with are crashing, and even companies are at least of losing their businesses. Believe it or not, climate change is one of the many reasons companies are having to change the way they manage their businesses. It is slowing down economic growth by forcing companies to deal with uncertainty in the price of resources for production, energy, transport, and insurance. Some products could become obsolete or make their market fail, such as skiing in an area that no longer has snow. You may be wondering what could be done to solve this issue, and so are a large number of business professionals. These professionals are trying to fix the issue and have been focusing their attention on sustainability. They have been setting plans, locating targets, and accounting techniques that will help companies manage failures due to climate change, such as carbon emissions and greenhouse gases, which are gases that trap heat and energy in the Earth's atmosphere. The biggest impact of climate change started in the 1700s during the Industrial Revolution. Severe storms occur very often throughout a year, which leads to negative impacts on companies. Plenty are the companies dealing with climate change. Their technology systems are crashing, like I mentioned, and they have risk of losing their own companies. Companies focus their attention on sustainability as they are vulnerable to challenges arising from society reaction to the climate change, such as changes in the economy, technical resources, consumer and regulatory shifts that will raise operating costs, threaten the competitiveness of current goods or services, or impact asset prices. The temperature has been warming up globally. There has been also a large change in prices that are causing the increasement of transportation, which affects every company since climate change laws are in use. The reason why this is happening is due to companies not having enough tools to measure reports on sustainability. The global temperatures are rising, which is causing demand of certain goods to change. Professionals at MIT and Swinburne University with a background in accounting and all business departments, Kimurasi and Job stated that in their report Framing of Climate Change Impacts that, quote, climate change is one of the major issues companies are facing. In accountants' work to counter climate change, Kahn states that organizations have influential role in calling for climate mitigation as advocates for the profession and are providing support of accounting training. Accounting professionals keep focusing on the environmental impacts of their companies and all the risks they will be taking. One of the main causes of climate change is the increased amount of greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gas emissions will be increasingly scrutinized, regulated, and priced, while individuals can disagree about how immediate and significant the impact of change will be. Companies need to take action now. End of quote. As stated by the editors of a magazine, Harvard University Business Review, Michael Porter and Forrest Reinhardt. When there is a large amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the excess radiation is not able to be reflected into space. That is why it traps it there, and it causes a rise in the temperature of the planet. Many of the techniques companies are using are, quote, setting plans, selecting performance indicators and targets, measuring achievements, and incentivizing effort are traditional management accounting techniques that would help companies manage carbon emission, as Kimurasi and Job explained it. Riley, an alumna at the Harvard Business School, informs that, quote, 80% of companies reported that climate change impacts pose a risk to their businesses, and 86% reported that it poses a business opportunity. Climate change is impacting the business industry, but there is a lack of information that could help make a decision about businesses' strategies and resource allocation. With that being said, accountants and business professionals are finding ways to fix it. It seems as if the executive management has no clear opportunities to tackle climate change. According to the authors of the article, The Role of Accounting in Supporting the Adaptation to Climate Change has very risk for human and natural systems due to the human interference with the systems of climate change. Humans use fossil fuels for our personal benefits, such as heating our homes, being able to use our vehicle on a daily, and having electricity. Burning fossil fuels cause a huge amount of carbon dioxide, which are then released into the air. Quote, climate change is likely to impact 93% of the U.S. capital markets. With that being said, investors will want more structured information lists about climate change-related investment risk. Companies will also need to tackle concerns about how to assess vulnerability to climate change, adaptability, and any additional need. Journalist Amanda Ruggieri speaks on how it will be difficult the effects climate change it will bring, how far it will go, since there are so many industries being affected by this, and they are all do not have the same reasoning. I hope this gives you a better understanding on climate change and the damage it is causing to our world, and mainly the business world. It's always good to have a bit more knowledge on these things to know what it is we can do to change it, and what is it that we're doing that is harming the environment. Thank you for listening, and I hope you're having a great day. These are my resources.